This is the MT 80-watt solder fume extractor. Let's take it out of the box. In the box you get the solder fume extractor itself, the hose for it. This screws on to the far end of it. I'll show you all this in a minute. Generally for mounting purposes, and of course the AC adapter that is, by the way, 100 to 240 volts AC, so it's pretty much worldwide current. Let me tell you a little bit about this unit first. I'll show you how it goes together, and then of course we'll test it out. This can move 168 cubic meters per hour. That's about 5,900 cubic feet per hour. This is not your dad's solder fume extractor. It's not just a fan with a little black thing in it to absorb the odors, because that doesn't work. This has an H13 HEPA filter in it along with the rest. I'll show you that once again in just a moment. It's great for soldering, welding, and also 3D printing. The motor in here runs at 15,000 RPM. It's less than 60 decibels, and you have fully adjustable speed right here. Okay, and the hose there goes from 7 to 25 inches. Let me show you how it goes together. Before I show you how this goes together, I'm going to show you how it comes apart. Here's the unit right here, all metal construction. Okay, nice rubber feet on the bottom there. Your adjustable speed right there. That's the inlet hose, and the outlet is through this vent thing on the bottom. You have latches on the side, so let's just undo those. The top comes off, and in here you have two filters, a pre-filter and a carbon filter right there, and over here is the H13 HEPA filter. This is like an air purifier that's a solder fume extractor. And there you can see the actual fan itself right there, sort of a squirrel cage type design right there. So to put it back, you simply put this back. The way you know you have it right is the tab is on top, because otherwise you don't have a tab to pull it. Okay. This goes right on top of that, and this goes right on top of that. And then you just do up the clips, and there we go. Around back is where the power goes, right there. And now for the hose. The hose is extendable like that. Okay, you can bend it and do anything you want. Let's put all of that back together. And the way it works, I know it kind of looks like a ragged end. This is exactly as it's supposed to be. You put it in, you have to sort of play with this a little bit till you get it quite right. I don't think that is. That should be it. You turn it counterclockwise. And that gets nice and tight. And once you do that, that's where it's going to suck in from. This thing, you can extend this hose out as I showed you before, and this can screw on to sort of mount it to like a plexiglass or something like that. You'd put this on the inside part, and that could suck the fumes through there. So let's get it plugged in. We'll give it a run up first, and then we'll test it out. So we'll click it on. That's the lowest speed. Very quiet at the lowest speed. You want more? You can have more. Just turn it up. More? You got it. More still? Yep. How about more on top of that? You want more than that? There's even more. That's all it's got right there. It definitely is moving some air pretty good. It does take a while to respond, so to speak. As you see, I turned it down to the lowest. We're going to crank it all the way to high. So it takes just a moment to ramp up and down. There's about midway somewhere in there. But no big deal on that. Now, let's put it to use. Now, before we get started here, I wanted to also mention, if you need a new carbon filter or a new HEPA filter, MT does sell those, and I'll put links to those in the description of the video below. So in my fictional made-up example, this black wire isn't too long. Let's extend it. Here's a soldering iron, along with some horrible ROHS compliant solder. Smokes a lot. I'm going to show you that first. Take a look. We need a solder fume extractor. We're going full boat. Done. Beautiful. So, with that, we can go ahead and solder this. This iron is pretty lightweight duty. It's from the 1970s. It's a Weller, but I think it's like, I don't know, 25 watts maybe. So it takes a while to heat up the work. So nothing's going to happen for a while. So you can see how that smoke just absolutely wicks away into the MT solder fume extractor. It works excellent, definitely way better than any others I've ever tested. It just takes it away completely. It's not just blown through a carbon filter. There's a HEPA filter in there, so it really tends to do a very, very good job. Once again, this was the MT 80 watt solder fume extractor. If you'd like to purchase this item, I'll leave a link in the video description where you can find the item available for sale on Amazon. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.